Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So I bought this computer, I think I paid £6 for it. In this video, I bought it about 2-3 weeks ago at the Carboot sale. And so now it's time to test it. I am being optimistic and assuming that everything's working. So I've connected all the power cables at the back and everything, even connected a monitor to it and a USB keyboard and mouse. So let's give it a go. Let's go. No explosion yet. Power supply started. The last one I turned on from the Carboot, so it blew up after about a minute. So yeah, watch at least for the next minute. I did open up this computer when I bought it in my Carboot sale video. So alright, so it's got Windows on it. I don't know what Windows that is. That looks ugly though. I mean, I'm gonna guess Windows 7, but it's got Windows on it and it's booting, which is nice. It's booting slowly. DVD drive. Don't know what's in there. I assume nothing. Okay. Windows 7, I was right. Windows 7 Enterprise. So far, so good. I'm quite happy. I really like the case. The case looks nice. The only problem with it, if you look up at the top there, there's a dent up there, which I'm not happy about, but it is what it is. I could possibly hammer it out. Has it just logged straight in? It looks like it's logged in. Windows is not genuine. That's fine. Ask me later. Okay, it's important to have genuine software. That's fine. So what I'll do is if the computer's alright and everything, then I'll leave it running for like an hour just to make sure that there's no explosions. Last one, a capacitor inside the power supply blew. Alright, so it's logged me straight in. Some guy TM car. The last 3 computers I've bought at the Carboot sale, I've been able to find their address, their phone numbers, their emails. You know, I don't know why people don't wipe their stuff. I can see here. So this guy's somebody, whoever. I don't know if this is the guy or not, but it's got a picture next to some old American car. So this was used as late as March of 2019. There's a folder here called 22nd of March 2019. So we're currently now in October 2020. Alright, there's an image here. I assume it's going to be something private. No, conditional waiver and release on final payment. The nationwide bird control. Oh, nationwide bird control. Bloody, I can't read. Job location says for a job. Amount of check 312 and a guy's signature. So it's a conditional waiver or something. Don't know. Okay. Alright, let's check. You see what I mean? Look, it's full. The computer's it's got meat and potato pie recipes from 2011. It's got a whole bunch of new folders. I don't know why people don't wipe their stuff, man. I don't get it. Get all these pictures. Christmas 2006. Bridlington. Bridlington's actually not even too far from where I am. So, you know, this person was probably local. I bought this computer from like an Eastern European guy. And the last few computers I bought were from like Eastern European guys as well. There's quite a lot of them where I live, you know, like Lithuanians, Slovakians, them kind of lot. And I don't know how they're getting these computers, but I don't know why the people aren't wiping it. So this has got Windows. And let's take a look at the actual computer itself. I would love to actually, like, you know, contact the people that I find their information and just be like, mate, what are you doing? Wipe your computer next time. But I can't be asked for the drama. You know, I don't want, you know, someone to come back and say, oh, this was stolen at my house or I lost it. You know, you shouldn't be going through my files. Who are you? Da, da, da. So I'm just not even going to bother. Let's go to my computer properties. Let's have a look at what we've got inside the computer. So we've got 6 gigs of RAM, which is nice. For £6, that's all right. I've actually been spending a lot of time on rubbish computers recently. 6 gigs of RAM, I'm right with that. We've got an Intel Pentium CPU G640. All right, I think I'm connected to the internet. Let's go on to. I hate Internet Explorer, but let's just use Internet Explorer. The crazy thing is that, you know, when you go into these guys' computers and you go on their browser, you got all their passwords and everything. It's mental. 6 gigs of RAM though. I'm alright with that. That's not too bad. This seems to be going slow though. I mean, I'm not running anything. The power supply is very loud as well. Right, the browser's just blech. So 64-bit operating system. So Pentium. So CPU G640. CPU G640. I'm planning on building like different sets of computers for different things for the kids and stuff. Also try and set up like some servers, maybe like security camera servers or stuff like that. So I'm not sure when in most of these videos you'll see me say that I'm just not sure what I'm doing with this because I don't really know what I'm doing. But the plan for this is probably like a kid machine gaming, like basic gaming machine. When I say gaming machine, I'm talking about games for toddlers. So it looks like, okay, we've got a 500 gig hard drive in there. If I could get SSDs for really cheap, like a tenner each or something, even if it's tiny, like 60 gig, I'll just whack them in all of these computers that I get, and that'll make a big difference. All right, let's close this. So CPU G640, and it's a 2.8 gigahertz. Okay, so this is the one. I'm gonna find out what year the CPU was released. Give me a date of the actual computer then. Oh, my camera's bugging out. Okay, so discontinued, of course. So it was released Q2 of 2012. I'm alright with that. That's alright. 2012 CPU. Okay, so the computer. Oh, is it DDR3? Does this take DDR3? If it does, that's good. I can upgrade it. You know, something decent at least. I mean, 6 gig is decent, to be honest. All right, I'm alright with that. Let's just take a look at the computer. Yeah, 500 gig. 500 gig hard drive. Nice. Okay, so gonna probably wipe this now. Let's take a look inside. At least if it explodes, you guys can watch with me. So now this is where you might get explosions because if there's metal that's been moved around in there, when I tip this whilst it's on, then I might short circuit something and blow it up. So it's not the best idea to move the computer whilst it's on. I should probably turn it off. But let's just do it anyways. Yeah. I'm doing it with my eyes closed. Okay, so that's still on. Let me get you a better angle. So let's open this up. It seems to be running a little bit hot, I don't know. There you go, there's the inside. Right, so we've got one hard drive in there, 2 RAM sticks, which I guess are the 4 gig and 2 gig ones. It's a gigabit motherboard. See there. Power supply is how can I tell? 300 watts. 300 watt power supply. Have a look over here. 300 watt power supply. Everything looks, to be honest, actually, everything looks very, very clean. There's one of the ones that I've got from the same guy, which is covered in spider webs. So it's nice to see. Look at this one. There's like literally, if I zoom in, can you see? Look, there's like, it's all very, very clean. This for me is £6 well spent. I mean, I could literally use this out the box. So, I think probably the best bet to do now is probably just install Windows 10 over this and wipe the hard drive really. Yeah, quite happy with this. I bought a bunch of hard drives recently, and there's obviously the disk drive, which I'm going to take out. I don't need a disk, so I'll probably stick another hard drive in this as well. And then what I could do is, if it's decently powerful, I could dual boot it. Yeah, so if it's decently powerful, what I can do is I can have 2 hard drives in there, and then I can dual boot, maybe like have one of the like a kid's Linux operating system on there, or get like a retro gaming OS thing for it, and then dual boot Windows 10 onto it as well. So yeah, that's the plan. We'll see how it goes. I'll keep you updated. Alright, so I hope I remember to blur this out, because that'll be mean otherwise. But basically, as I'm clipping here, I've got their emails, you know, I've got all of their passwords, literally all of them. And it's just ridiculous. Like, you literally just go into Chrome, you have all their passwords, you got all their emails. I can log into their Facebook, I've got their energy account, you know, their email accounts. It's just like here, for example. Okay, at least there's nothing there and like nothing saved for the government gateway stuff. But like on here, I can log into their emails. I'm not going to, because that's, you know, I feel like I proved my point about the data issue. But it's just, yeah, every computer, literally, I'm not even like every single computer I've been able to get into, like easily. This one just booted straight into it and have everything. So, you know, at least put a password on your computer, like. At a minimum, put a password on your computer. Just do it. And make sure it's not password 123 or something like that. Okay, alright, I'm gonna wipe this now. So hopefully I remember to blur this video. Alright, so I've got Windows 10 installed on here, so let's just restart it and then hopefully install it. I don't know if my serial key would work on both. Probably gonna have to order a new key, but yeah. For now, let's just install Windows 10. Okay, so boot menu, I assume. F12 boot menu. It's not going to be BIOS setup. Come on, F12. This thing's really loud. Okay, so there's some spinning going on. Okay, nice. So, should just be as simple as install now. And then hopefully I should just be able to just wipe over the hard drive from here. Activate Windows, I don't have a key. Pro. I'll go for Pro because on eBay it's cheap to get Pro keys, like £3-4. So basically I formatted both the partitions, then deleted them, and then clicked new, and now apply, okay, and then it creates a whole new partition. Alright, so there's a primary partition, and then next, and there you go. And there you go, Windows 10 installed. It looks so much nicer. Can't do Windows 7 at all. Alright, I just want to see, yeah. Okay, so 6 gig RAM, processor at 2.7 gigahertz. It's alright, it's doing alright. Okay, cool. Alright, so, yep, this is the Zoostorm PC. Paid £6 for it again. Just a little dent up there. Other than that, everything seems all good. I think I'm gonna try and maybe stick a graphics card in it now. I've got a whole bunch of graphics cards that I haven't used yet. Alright, so here's my box of goodies. So I've got these big graphics cards which I bought, which I have no idea if they work. I mean, they're really, really, really dirty. I don't know if they're going to fit in the PC. So I'll get them out. Let's just see. These are the big chunky ones. I don't really know. I mean, I just bought a graphics card which was 8 gig. I don't know how to rank graphics cards. Is it based on speed? Is it based on generation? Release date? I don't know, man. So I've got all these big ones. We'll try. I'll see how those do. And then let's try some of these smaller ones as well. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna. Don't know. I've got too many. I've bought so many of these graphics cards just because, like I said, I don't know what I'm doing with them when I'm buying them. So I don't know what's good, what's not. This seems like this would be a good one considering it's gigabyte, and obviously the motherboard's gigabyte as well. Yeah. I mean, this seems like this is going to be absolutely rubbish. I assume nowadays the way that it works is the bigger the fan and the more cool they make it look, then the better it is. I assume that the more covered it is, the more casing they have on it, the newer it is. That's what I'm assuming. Just from, I don't know. That's my guesswork, really. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. Do I have any more? No, that's it. I've got some like USB PCI things. Let's go back to the computer now. Alright, so I got all of these. I'm gonna try the bigger ones first. From looking at it, It doesn't look like it's gonna fit. So maybe it might do actually. Alright, so I'm gonna have to take off this stuff, right? How do I do that? Alright, so interestingly enough, I've noticed, and I remember in my latest PC build, these actually need an external power source, which I completely forgot about. I assume this requires power. In my one, my video editing PC that I built, it needed external power, which I've just now considered. So, for example, like this one here, that's got that there. So that's definitely for external power from the motherboard. But actually, I can see I've got some spare clips there, or spare connectors. So hopefully, one of them might connect into here. Let's try that. Let's take a look at some of those connectors. Okay, so they've been kind of like cable tied up. What do we need? We need so we need like whatever this is. So I think it's like the main. We need one or two. I'm gonna assume we need two. Okay. But I don't see that connector here. I mean, that's it there, isn't it? That's it. But I don't see, there's not a spare one. Okay, so these big ones are going to be a dud, I think. Well, okay, what's that? No, yeah, that's for that. Okay. Alright, so that's not going to work. Alright, let's try one of the smaller ones. Let's try that blue one that I had. So it seems like even these ones that don't have power connections, they still have this thing on the top. So I don't know what that is. This one's got the same one, but I assume it's covered. Yeah. So I don't know what this is. But anyways, so that's not the power thing anyways. The power's on the side of these powerful ones. So let's test out the difference between these two. I'm gonna go with this one. So I wasted my time breaking off that second piece there. Didn't need to. That's alright. You live and you learn, right? So let's fit this in here. Let's just stick on the graphics card and then hopefully we can see it in Windows once we boot it up. So let me close this case now. I could just leave it open, can't I? Yeah, I'll just leave it open. Alright, hopefully no problems. There we go, and the graphics card is running as well. Which is nice. Oh, the screen's obviously not turning on because I haven't connected the cable to the graphics card. All you gotta do is basically just take the VJ out of here and stick it into here, right? I actually spent about an hour troubleshooting a computer that wouldn't turn on. I couldn't get it to display anything. And the only problem was I wasn't connecting it to the graphics card. I'd never used a graphics card before, so I didn't even know what I was doing. Alright, so that should now boot up. There you go, look at that. So the graphics card's fully working now. Let's have a look. Just enter my pin. Alright. Okay, so display adapters. ATI Radeon. Okay, let's Google it. Is it system information one? System. Pentium, device, installed RAM. Okay, so where's display? And then advanced display settings. Okay, there you go. Connected to ATI Radeon HD 4600 series. So that's what this is, right? So let's Google it. So 60 Hertz, 8-bit. Doesn't give any like gig ratings. Is that because it doesn't have one? ATI display adapter, ATI Radeon HD 4600. Oh, here we go. So available graphics memory, 3000 meg, 500 meg. Oh wow, okay. So my latest. Sorry, you can't really see, can you? Just zoom in there. So my latest graphics card that I just got is 8 gig. Paid £130 for that. I paid 50p for this one, and it's 500 meg. Still, there's something, right? This should have an impact on the performance. Okay, cool. So I've installed the graphics card now. I think next step would be to probably get another hard drive in it, and probably want to install Linux. I'm thinking to for now use this as like a living room kids PC. My kids, they fight over the computer a lot, so I need more than one. Yeah, I think I want to get like a Linux and install a Linux kids operating system on it. So that might be what's next for this one. So yeah, I'm very happy that that one works.